I've been wanting to do a video on Mary's boyfriend since I started doing these videos, and since the reruns on the Decades channel have gone back to the early episodes, I thought now is a good time to talk about that. Um, I want to get it out of the way first. My least favorite of her boyfriends was actually, you could even probably say that he wasn't really a boyfriend, but um, anyway, it's Warren Sturgis. And if you don't remember him, he was a guy that Rhoda fixed Mary up with for a double date, and it pretty much was a disaster from the start. Um, but even after she pretty much made it clear that she didn't want anything to do with him, like, he still kept, like, invading her life. And, like, at one point, he even puts up a billboard declaring his love, and he handcuffs himself to her. Like, it's just not good. And I think if that episode had been done today, like, it would have been a lot different. um there are a lot of other guys that she dated, but I'm just gonna, like, talk about the main ones. Probably the most memorable one is Dan Whitfield, and he's the journalism instructor that Mary dated. She met him while she was taking his class, and then they dated for quite a while, and then they broke up for some reason, and then she ran into him later on when he was engaged to somebody else, but then he dumped her and came back to Mary. Um, Dan was, like, a pretty decent guy, and I liked the fact that he was in a career that was, like, similar to hers, so I thought that was a good match. But I just never really saw, like, a ton of chemistry between them. Plus, like, at one point, he tried to talk her out of going to the Teddy Awards to go with him to a basketball game, which I thought was kind of, like, inconsiderate. Like, um, I know that I might get some kind of pushback in the comments for this, but um, I'm just gonna say my favorite of her boyfriends was Joe, the construction worker that she went out with in season 6. I know that she caught him with another girl. Like, I understand that, and I'm not saying that that's good. Like, I wish he hadn't done that. But I think before that, like, they seem to have a really good relationship. Like, there's a scene where they're in a restaurant and he talks about how, like, you should tell people how you feel, and I thought that was, like, a good contrast between her being so, like, proper and, reserved and everything, and him trying to say, like, no, like, you don't have to be that way, basically. uh, I really liked them together. I thought that I could even see them getting married if it hadn't been for the fact that he cheated. Like, I don't know, maybe, like, I think the writers didn't want to mess up the premise that they had. So, like, I get why they didn't want to go there. And that part was actually played by Ted Bessel, who you probably remember from That Girl as Anne's boyfriend. And I think that was probably, like, at least partly why they picked him. Um, so basically that's my thoughts on on the boyfriends. If you disagree with my choices, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have a suggestion for a video topic, let me know about that too. I am thinking of doing a video on the bad parties, which obviously there's a lot to talk about there. And one on why I love some of the, like, deeper episodes in the last couple of seasons. So, I'm thinking about that. So, again, my Twitter is in the description, so if you want to get in touch with me there, feel free, and thank you for watching.